My boy L Drago is back, bro. MFB fans, we stay winning. MFB fans, we stay winning. It is 2024 and MFB fans are feasting. This is going to get literally MFB fans that aren't into X, they're gonna have to come to X after they see this joint. Lightning L Drago. Bro, Lightning L Drago, you don't understand. This was the menace on the playground back in the day. The kid that pulled up with Lightning L Drago, I remember before I had Lightning L Drago, it was crazy. I saw a kid pull up with it, and I just had to get it. I ended up getting Lightning L Drago for Christmas. I think it was like 2010, 2011. Bro, Lightning L Drago defined so many kids' childhoods. This Bay is like I don't think you all understand. Like, of all the Beyblade generations, I still will say Metal Fight is the most popular. Burst was the longest, but in terms of iconic, when Beyblade had that resurgence a few months ago, it was all Metal Fight. It was all Metal Fight. You didn't see people talking about Beyblade Burst, and if anything, who's talking about Beyblade Burst now? No one. It goes X, I'd probably say Metal Fight, Plastic Gen, and Burst is at the bottom, bro. No disrespect to Burst fans, but just to see the iconic Beyblade from my childhood in particular, you know, it's so many people's childhoods, but mine in particular, bro. I was at work when the news dropped, and yesterday I was thinking, low key, I was like, hey, yo, we getting ready to get the August releases for Beyblade X next week, this weekend, but going into next week because imports and stuff. And we still don't have the official releases or the pictures and stuff for the September releases. And long and behold, I'm sitting at my desk at work, and I look at my phone, and what do I see? I see Lightning freaking L Drago. And then we also see Whale Wave, which is a lot of people, this Whale Wave leaked. A lot of people are calling it Narwhal. It looks like it's called a whale, but it looks like it has a horn. I don't know. But that one's interesting. But the thing is, it's just L Drago, y'all. This is and specifically, like, this is so big for Metal Fight fans, obviously. And not only that, this is going to be, in my opinion, the best remake we've ever gotten. Period. And you can combine Burst remakes, you can combine X remakes so far, but this is the best one. Period. Why? Because when we first got Lightning L Drago remade in Beyblade Burst, it couldn't mode change, right? But that's because the system it was made in was Cho Z. But then Meteor L Drago, that remake, it was a little bit more advanced, so they could mode change. But even then, Meteor L Drago doesn't really, like, the mode changes on Meteor L Drago. We never really saw Meteor L Drago mode change in the show. We might have saw it one or two, but it was just mainly iconic because of the rubber. But Lightning L Drago, the mode change was huge. Now, there's an argument you could say, oh, but what if it doesn't work? No, it doesn't matter. Because in the show, when you saw El Drago switch from this to this, you knew it was over. He was about to Dragon Bite Strike. And TT, instead of doing what they did with Burst and just leaving the El Drago remake, I know this sticker is very messed up. I need a new El Drago sticker. Instead of just leaving it like this, they're releasing two. One that's in one mode, one that's in the other mode. I am completely fine with this. At first, in my post, I thought it could switch modes. No. The way this works is it's a random booster select, so you have a chance to get either one. But they're both the same combo, and honestly, I think both of them should have the same pull rates. It's not like one's going to be rarer than the other, which is why I don't mind this. Because it's not like you have a chance to get the white El Drago. No, you're getting El Drago regardless. It's just the modes is different. And for people who aren't like big MFB fans, they're not going to really care which one they get. And you got the people that are going to be like, well, the modes aren't really going to matter. They don't matter. But, I mean, the fact that you're going to get like both El Dragos, and it's just paying so much respect to the original El Drago. Like, name another remake that has gotten this amount of respect. I will wait. What? Which one? The freaking, the Drigger from Burst? Maybe? But even then, that one was not. This is just phenomenal. I love it. And, you know, a couple of questions come to my mind. It's like, in tournaments, are you going to be allowed to use, like, both of them? Are they going to be considered two different Beyblades? Because in that case, that means we have 3 left spinning Beyblades and 2 of them are El Dragos. And for other people who are into Beyblade X, the reason why this is big is because the only left spin we have is Cobalt Dragoon, and Cobalt Dragoon is good for attack, but not really anything else. Now, Lightning L Drago was not known for spin stealing, right? But Lightning L Drago is significantly more round than Dragoon. So any sort of spin stealing shenanigans, L Drago can start it. Now, L Drago really didn't do spin stealing joint until Metal Masters with Meteor L Drago, but in Metal Fight, you got to keep in mind, L Drago could spin steal or just steal. It was stealing the Blader's spirit. It was using the dark power to steal, whereas in Metal Masters, it was using rubber, using its own power rather than like the dark power or whatever, Beyblade lore. But regardless, the fact that the only left spin we have, a lot of people think it's good, but then, I mean, you've seen Nazuma, he just trashed that thing. So a lot of people are mixed. Cobalt Dragoon is kind of like hit or miss. It did not break the meta, basically. But this thing, all it needs to have is decent weight. And the reason why I'm confident that El Drago will have a decent weight is because the Beyblade Plastic Gem remakes, they had to do a lot of retooling to get them ready for Beyblade X. With Metal Fight, you really don't have to do a whole lot of retooling. I mean, technically, you might have to like make the sides of the dragon like metal, or what I'm thinking, I've been looking at it a little bit. It looks like they may cut off the dragon, just like the side point, push it back just a little bit, so that way it's just mainly metal contact. But regardless, there isn't compared to Burst and compared to Plastic, there is not a whole lot of modification needed for Beyblade for the Metal Fight remakes. So that makes me think, you know, a lot of retooling doesn't have to be done. So they don't have to cut the layer thin, and the layer already does not look like it was cut thin. So I'm confident this thing is going to have decent weight. It just looks like it is. It looks like I'm gonna throw out my prediction right there. I'm thinking we're gonna get a solid 33 to 34 grams out of this guy, which is going to make it the better left spin, because it's gonna have the chance to spin steal. It's probably like El Drago isn't the best at spin stealing, but it's gonna be better at doing it than Cobalt Dragoon, because Dragoon is just way too aggressive. El Drago is more even, it's more round, but not only that, for attack, I think this thing is just going to be better. And just it's so cool. The people are complaining, okay, it doesn't come with the left string launcher. I don't give a damn. I guess you could kind of see my bias, because I just said this was the best remake, and it doesn't come with the freaking launcher, which I don't care. I mean, it'd be nice, because maybe they're still working on the quality control issues, because the current left string launcher, I've already had to fix it. Literally 5 launches in, I had to fix it. But anyway, I'm hype for Cobalt Dragoon. Y'all don't understand. I'm at work doing my job, and I see Drago, and I was like, I will pay stupid amounts of money to get this thing early. And it's accessible too, which is like, El Drago, like, previously was in a random booster for Beyblade Burst, and then it was in a set. Like, the fact that you can get this remake, like, if anything, this remake, I think, is going to be more hype than the Pegasus remake, because even though a lot of people like Storm Pegasus, everyone that grew up with Metal Fight knew Pegasus was not good, but everyone knew growing up that El Drago was great. So it's like, I think El Drago has more hype than Pegasus. So, and as a Metal Fight fan, that gives me the authority to say that. But I am stupid hype. I mean, the part choice is 160 flat. I thought flat makes sense because it looks like whole flat, because it literally has like a hole in the middle. Not completely whole, but it looks like low flat. I mean, not low flat, whole flat. 160 is a little random to me. El Drago isn't really off balance. Maybe they're doing the whole, because El Drago is 105, that they wanted it to start with 1. Maybe because on the packaging, if it was like, on the packaging you see 160, if it was like 3 or 4, maybe it wouldn't look exactly like the original. So maybe 160 looks a little closer then. That's the only explanation I could think of, because it's honestly kind of random, but I don't give a damn. But yeah, I'm hyped. The other bay, we got the Narwhal Wave. Whale Wave. This guy looks interesting. He's supposed to be, the weight leaked. He's supposed to be like 38 grams, which makes it's a chunky boy. But I mean, when you're releasing in a month with L Drago, it's gonna be really hard. Like, for example, wait, what's a forgotten release? I think Sphinx Cowl. Wait, no, Sphinx Cowl released with Wyvern Gale released in the same month as Phoenix Wing, and no one talks about Wyvern Gale. When you're in a month with a very cool release, when it's 2 releases and one of them is significantly like bigger than the other, it's like it's gonna be hard to stand out. But maybe the weight makes it good. Apparently it has this attack bit that does not have high burst resistance, which okay, I guess. It's like disc flat basically. I think it's called Elevate, which it looks interesting. I think this thing might be like kind of crazy on like opposite spin maybe, but it's flat with life after death, and it's like curved. It looks weird. This way just looks weird, and when you look like a bozo and you're next to El Drago, it's gonna be hard to stand out. Like, even if this thing is like breaks the meta, it's gonna be like, okay, but you came out with El Drago. The amount of time, no. There's no, I mean, Whale is cool, but it's nothing compared to El Drago, bro. I saw MTI Metal. He commented saying, start at the playground, now we here, bro. For real. Okay, I've talked for enough. I still got a shower. This happened on a day. I wanted to make a video so bad, but Tuesdays and Thursdays is when I work out after work. So I'm like, this news had to come out on a day where I can't just get home and talk. I have to work out because I'm trying to make the freaking Beyblade gains, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's hype. I'm hype. You hype. If you ain't hype, get the fuck off my channel. See, I censor myself because I try not to curse, but I just like to express myself. See, if people say, "Oh, if you curse, that means you don't have an expansive vocabulary," no, it means I know how to express myself. Do you think me saying I am extraordinarily enthused by this, does that hit the same way as saying I'm excited and hyped as fuck for Lightning El Drago? Does that, like, which one do you think sounds better? Like, I am expeditiously enthused. I am overthralled. Or I'm hyped as fuck. Okay, I'm trying not to care. But I think that was a valid. Okay, anyway, I could talk about El Drago, this remake, for a long time, but I have to wait a whole month before I can get it. And you know what's crazy? It happens the same time as football season, which is like, if you didn't know, I'm a massive football Green Bay Packers fan. If you're into football, let me know what team you support. But okay, I'm done. I'm cutting the video.